there, today's topic, I'll go ahead and answer one important question, and that is, do call center agents use scripts? So I have this kind of thinking or question in my mind as well when I was just starting out as a call center agent. So if you're a newbie, you're probably wondering whether call center agents use scripts or not. So in today's topic, I'll go ahead and answer that. So I'm gonna go ahead and reveal to you some secrets that you probably don't know just yet. So please make sure to stay tuned. But before I dive into answering the question directly, we'll go ahead and define first what is call center scripting. So, based on Google, a call center script is a carefully designed document that guides call center representatives as they interact with customers. So, call center scripts are important, especially when it comes to guiding call center agents on what they have to do when it comes to interacting with their customers. Okay? And with that said, do call center agents use scripts? So I'm gonna go ahead and give you my personal answer to this question based off of my experience working for a telco account for over 2 years and as a retail agent and a technical agent as well for 8 months. So my answer is this. Yes, sometimes we do use call center scripts, and no, most of the time. So we do use it sometimes, but most of the time we don't. Now I'll go ahead and give you 5 reasons why yes we use it, and also another 5 reasons why we don't use it most of the time. Make sure to stick around. If you have questions, feel free to comment that down below, because I'll be happy to answer those for you. And yes, why yes, sometimes I prepared 5 reasons why. I'm gonna go ahead and start with number 1. Number 1 is because it's required by our client to use a certain spiel word per word in certain parts of the call. Now, we have to follow certain company rules and policies, correct? So if it is required, mandatory by our client, then we have to follow them, right? But we don't have to use a script all throughout the call. It's just in a certain parts of call. For example, in your opening spiel, like you have to follow a certain opening spiel, and then during your closing spiel, you have to follow a certain or structured closing spiel. And the way you provide your assurance, you have to follow a certain pattern on how to do that, and they'll provide you that kind of thing, right? So another reason is because the use of script reduces errors. Now, yes, that is correct, right? If you follow something and that script is definitely correct because it was carefully designed by those who made that script, then that will prevent you as an agent in committing any kind of mistakes. Which brings me to number 3. Scripts provides answers to agents so they can guide customers accurately and efficiently. So scripts are something like, yes, it is a guide for you to be able to provide answers. Like we do have what we call knowledge base, wherein we can research a specific situation or concern, and then there will be list of answers that you can simply read. But at the same time, you have to understand it, and there are also times that you don't need to follow the certain script or the certain script or words like verbatim or word for word. Okay, now number 4 reason why yes we use call center script is because quality managers are helping us in looking for the best deals to provide in a specific situation. So this is just with my current account, so I'm not quite sure if other companies do this kind of thing as well. But of course, the job of quality managers is to find the best deals that can work for our customer, right? Because we have to kind of experiment what is it that best suits a specific concerns needs, our customers needs and concerns. So we have to strategically plan on what would be the best right spills to use and not just generic ones, okay? And then number 5 is because we need to look for ways and how we can improve our performance. So if we use spills, of course, those are like error free, those are properly constructed by quality team, and that can lead to better performance. So yeah, that's just the goal of having scripts. So don't feel bad if someone would say, oh, you're just using scripts in call center. Well, partly yes, but most of the time no. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you 5 reasons why we don't use scripts most of the time. I'm gonna go ahead and start with number 1, which is because agents aren't being spoon-fed. So, hindi naman kami yung parang isusubo lahat ng sasabihin sa customer. No, we don't act that way, right? We just have this kind of pattern just to follow the rules set by the company to provide better customer service. That doesn't mean that we are being spoon-fed like we don't know anything at all, right? Number 2 is because there are times when sample spills are provided, but that doesn't mean that you have to follow them verbatim. So just like what I mentioned a while ago, there are indeed sample spills that you can use, but as an agent, especially those that are experienced already in the field or in this kind of industry, they have kind of created their own ways of providing spills to their customer that they can, based on their experience, make our customers feel satisfied or they feel okay once you provided those spills. And again, most of the time, those are just sample, alright? So those are just guides. Like if you want to create your own sample spiel or you want to create your own spiel, then you can look into that sample and then gain inspiration from that. But that doesn't mean that you have to copy them verbatim. Although yes, there are really times when we have to strictly follow a verbatim what do you call this, spiel, especially during opening spiel as well as closing spiel. Okay, and then number 3 is because you can freely speak in English so long as that's professional, not derogatory. Okay, so yeah, hindi ko na kailangan explain to. So long as you are you speak in English in a professional, well-constructed way, you're good. Just avoid speaking derogatory words, which is not necessary. Otherwise, you'll lose your job if you're do so. Now, other thing or the last thing is because generic spills are everywhere, so creating your own spiel, so long as it is aligned with company rules or policies, you're good. Okay, because there are times really when the customer would know whether what you're saying is scripted or not, because they hear that a lot of time. We call that generic spiel. So you really have to tweak it, bend it, make changes, alter things like that. Number 5 is because call center agents are good communicators, as they underwent lengthy process just to get to the part we're in. They have to take in calls, right? We have to do initial, final interviews, multiple assessments, things like that. So before we get to take in calls, we were already filtered in whether you really fit for the role or not. So yeah, there you have it, guys. I hope na meron kayong kuhang clarification dito sa answer ay sa question na to. Yes, we do use spiel or script sometimes, but not all the time. Okay? Then yes, you guys, if you've learned something from this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and also visit my page Nayumi Cee. Hit like. Thank you. I'll see you again next time. Bye.